Hey everybody, Cheyanne here. This is a brand new book for Blood Fusion series, and it's Blood Fusion 4: Bloodlines: The Finding of the Father. So hopefully we will see that. Let's get to it. Prologue. As we got out of the book, we traveled back to New York and put my brother, aka Leon, or aka Quentin, and Abby in jail. Then Quentin asked me something before he was put in jail. Take my son into the Wolf Squad Academy. Let him be safe instead of the stupid adoption agency. I nodded. And my friend Haley is pregnant with her first child, but now she's 8 months because the book's weird time and date thing. That goes on. Haley and Zach went to the doctor to see if it was a boy or girl. It was a boy. Haley was happy. So Zach, every day I watch over her in my wolf form, guarding her house, so no one will hurt her. I will protect her until the child is born. But I have to take care of my brother's son, Cato, until he's done with his time in jail. It's been 1 year since I took Cato in. My children are almost a year old. And Haley's child is about to be born any minute. I hope to keep her safe. Cato's doing great in the Wolf Squad Academy. He's learning how to be good instead of evil. He even made new friends. I can't wait to write brother a letter telling him how good he's been doing. And, well, he will be really happy. I'm happy that his child will get the letter, both of his parents. Though Quentin wants to know how he's doing. But Abby, she's the opposite. In her letter, she says, "Get my child out of the letter, worthless wolves. You're dead if you don't turn my child to good." I don't know what she was and want her child protected. Then I found out my father was still alive. By Haley and the rest of the squad. There's me, Carbrew, Haley, Gerald, Deshawn, Jessica, Isabella, DJ, Zach, Elena, Raquel, Logan, Damien, Andreas, Vanna, Kayla, Kaylee, Xavier, Brandon, Greg, Amanda, Dylan Price, and our newest member, Raymond Price, brother of Dylan. One day, my crew and I were guarding Haley. Haley almost fell. Zach caught her just in time. I was hoping she doesn't like me, giving birth before her due date. Although also these things get when you're having a baby, these cravings. Haley keeps getting them every single day in the house. I think I did carry twins as much as Haley is doing. Zach and I are buying extra groceries for the month. Ugh, I just wish she had the baby already. DJ and I lived in the mansion with Haley and Zach for the rest of us. But now Haley's feeling ill, coming down with something. Then her contraction started. I have to do this. We need a doctor. We rushed Haley to Jiraki because the hospitals were closed due to construction. I just hope she and the baby are okay. Chapter 1. The birth of Hunter Colton and Haley's illness revealed. Hang on, honey. Just breathe. Zach yelled. I'm too weak. Haley screamed. No. Haley, you're doing great. Just need one more push. I can see the head. You're doing great, Jiraki said. Haley took deep breathing, in and out, trying to catch her breath. Jiraki, her fever's went up to 99 to 102, I said, and her pulse went up. Zach intruded. I don't think she's going to make it, Jiraki said, panically. Then Haley finally gathered her strength and shouted, I can do it, just one more push, please. She shouted. We looked at each other and looked at Haley. Okay, we'll do it, the group said in unison. As we got back into our positions, I held Haley's hand. All right now, Haley. Push, Jiraki said. Gah! Haley screamed. Zach, DJ, Haley, and I heard a baby crying. It's a boy. The Colton family will carry on for generations to come, Jiraki said, giving the baby boy to Zach. Zach smiled at Haley, but she fell asleep. Zach brushed her sweaty black hair and said, You did it, babe. You can rest now. And a man walked in. Jiraki, I found something. In the same room. No, not the colostomy not the disease. I said, holding my head to my mouth. Haley can't have it. She just can't, I continued. What exactly is that disease? Dishon said. It's a bacteria that eats your entire blood coursing through your victim's veins. Although it's curable, the only one of the stones of the surface of the Amorphous sun. It's not like your sun, but it's still hot. My mother died with the same disease. I don't know I don't know want Haley to happen to Haley, and her son will be mother's child. I just hope we can cure her in time, I said. Time for what? DJ asked. To find my father, I said. Everyone in the room was silent. Zach came bursting through the door. Carver, hurry, it's Haley, Zach said. Panicking, I ran to the room. Haley was shaking. Her eyes were rolled back. Joe, get 20 cc's of Wolfpine seizure medication. Now! I yelled. Then Gerald grabbed the syringe and the serum that held onto Haley's arm. Hang in there, Haley, I said, then injecting the serum into her bloodstream. She stopped shaking, her eyes closed, and she'd taken deep breaths. What's happening to me? Haley asked in a hoarse voice. Haley, I don't want you to hear this, but you have a deadly disease called the amylophous disease. But there is a cure, I said sadly. Just get it. Haley said, with tears rolling down her eyes. We'll get the Lightspeed pod ready. We'll be ready in 10 minutes, Draki said. I nodded. The rest of my squad went to the war communication room. Zach was sitting down at the computer with his hands on his head. What am I going to do? My wife is sick, Zach said. Don't worry. We'll get her cured, Draki said. Karbu, Draki, it's time, a soldier said as he walked in. Indicate countdown. In 1 minute, the computer intercom said. Put Haley into the infirmary room and in the ship. Dishon, you'll be weapons operative. Zach, you'll be the infirmary helping your wife. As for me and DJ, we'll be the pilots, I said. Countdown in 30 seconds. And the intercom said. Softly and carefully, Zach picked up Haley and put her in the infirmary and laid her down on the bed. She was hooked up to the brainwave monitor and EKG. Easy there, Haley. We're gonna get you healed. I said. Then me and everyone else was ready to lift off. Draki, open the hatch. I radioed him. Then he pushed the red glowing button. The door of the sky opened, lifted up. Take off in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I pushed the button driving the wheel and lifted into space. Alright, everybody. When I pushed light speed, we passed everything through stratosphere. And this troposphere, stratosphere, and now we went through the mesosphere. Finally went through the thermosphere. Alright, guys, let's off the speed coordinates planet Aurora. Maybe my twin brother know what to do, I said. Babe, you can press the steel button. I got set with these coordinates. He nodded. I pressed the button. He pressed the button. Let's see. I pulled out the old map of the whole universe. There was the Milky Way right next to the Amorphous galaxy. I pressed down the Amorphous galaxy when it took me where the planet where I pressed the Roy button, where I was born. 140 degrees south, 230 degrees east, 216 degrees west, and 150 degrees north. So I'll pop it in there and we'll be on our way, I said. I popped up the map and we flew fast. You guys better hang on to barf bags just in case, I yelled. This isn't good, I can tell, Zach said. I pushed the red button and we flew off in light speed. Then I said, we're here. I deactivated the speed. Home. But not like it should be. Meanwhile, in Bertopia, either, sire, they have come back. The Aroyan bloodlines of the king and queens have returned. A Bentor yelled a Bertopian imperial officer bowing down to his king. Rise. You have nothing to fear. I will take care of this personally. My father requested them for after all as well, he said, stroking his devilish brown beard with a long goatee at the end. So long. My father's plans have failed. But I have a plan in mind for Carbu and her friends. He laughed. Meanwhile, back to the space pod. Royal Blood 1, requesting to land over? I said. Welcome back, Royal Bloodline 1. Request granted. I set the command tower. Alright, guys. Time to land this baby in the bay, I said. Soldiers and priests were lining up for my arrival. We landed in the bay. I opened the door, and slowly I looked out. I blinked for a second. I saw the people. My people. I left out the people that my father tried to help free from the curse. Princess Carver has returned, a soldier said. Then everyone bowed before me. Carver, should I? Zack said, before he saw millions of soldiers bowing for me. Tusamele Kasakulu. Translation. People of Aurora, I have returned. I said. The soldiers clapped and cheered. Hail, Carbu! Hail, Carbu! I looked at my friends and said, let's get Haley into the medical tower. Len nodded. Then 4 priests. I saw the Dogroth priest, the main one, heading my way. I bowed before him. Relax, Carbu. You have nothing to fear, the priest said. Forgive me, great old one. I have bad news. I have not returned with Leon, and he has done a great sin of Losma. He had killed the king of Aurora. Everyone started mumbling, and the Earth Elder priest backed away. How? He asked. The Deluso. Everyone mumbled louder. He killed the king because he was under the control of darkness? But we have one critically in pain due to the Amovstalcy. We need her in the medical tower, I said. Yes, your wish is my command, princess. The priest said, Princess? Everyone said. I thought you were joking, or I guess it's true, Dishon said. Then Haley was carefully picked up by an Aurorian soldier. Careful, please. Great one. How do we get to the sun? The only way for her to get cured is, I said, I know, the Sula Sunstone. It's the elixir that will help her, the priest said. Where's Leto? I asked. He's been missing for 2 days ago. He's on a recon mission, and his crew himself might have been captured, said the priest. Who took him? I asked. The Bertopians, I believe. He captured on the top of the commander, the Bertopian Empire, and left this. The elder handed me the scroll and said, If you want your brother, come back to Planet Aurora. We need to talk. Prince Irith, ruler of Bertopia. I knew it. Irith has my brother. I'm not gonna get him back. I'm gonna go get him back, I said angrily. Haley moaned. Please, just go. I'm okay here. Haley said in pain. I must go alone. He wants me, and me alone, I said. Dishon climbed back into the space pod. Come on, Carver, we gotta get moving, Dishon said. I nodded. We went back to the ship. I started the engine, took off, traveling to the planet of Bertopians, where my brother is held captive. I just hope it's not too late. Chapter 2. The Planet of Bears. There it is. Bertopia. I just wish my brother's alright, I said. Spacepod, we have requested your ID. What is your ID? The intercom said, the Bertopian Control Tower. This is Aurorian Royal King 1, King of Bertopia. It has requested me to come, I said. Getting clearance to land, the control tower said. Clearance granted. You may land. The soldier, the control tower officer, said. I had landed on the space pod onto the nearby field. 20 men came up with their swords, their hands and their silver ruby on their chest. The piece war bottom was silver silk, Egyptian skirt. Who are these people? Dishon asked. The king's soldiers. Not a friendly group. They might need to tell him who we are and what we're doing here. I said. In the name of King Irith, stop. What are you? Why, right where you are, a soldier said, holding a pointing at my throat. You Bertopians, I want to see the king. You barbarians, we're here to see the king, Deshawn said. Then out of nowhere, a shout of, "Enough! Stand down!" blurted out the 20 men. Then a man with a devilish brown beard and curly hair stepped in and was wearing mammoth fur and dragon bones spiked to the robes, and wore a silver silk chest piece and a ruby in the middle of it. The crown was bronze with thorns. In the middle of the forehead was of it. The soldiers bowed at his feet. "Irith," I said. "Yes, I am now the king of this planet," Irith said. He looked over at his soldiers. "Rise, there's no need to bow. We have guests," he said. "But first, we need to take them to my father." He wants to talk to you," Irith said. "Why?" I asked. "Because my father is ill, and needs the same thing as you do. The end of the galaxy's sun elixir." "I know Haley needs it," he said. "Take me to him," I said. Then him and his soldiers took us to the palace, where we passed the throne room where the king's medical bay is. There lay the man who was controlling my people, and cursed my brother. Anger rushed through me with hatred and sadness, both confusing because I was angry at him for making my life of mine hell, and sad because of the same disease that killed my mom. But no one should go through that. "Why have you brought the Princess of Aurora here?" King Quince II said. I am here to help. Your son asked me to," I said. Irith's father looked at me with a disgust look. He turned his head towards us, looked at Irith. "Irith, tell me, why have you brought her here?" King Quince said. "I brought them to help you get cured, father," Irith said. His father smiled and looked at me. "Bring me the elixir. Please, Cardinal, you're the only hope." King Quince said. "As you wish, but my brother," I said. "Very well. Son, let him go. He needs to help his sister out," the Beartopian former king said. Irith nodded in agreement. Then my brother came out of the dungeon. He ran over and looked at Irith with a dirty look. "Son, give them the suits," King Quince ordered. "Suits?" Deshawn said. "Radiation heat suits. It protects your bodies from the heat of the sun," Leto said. Went to get the suits. His father looked at me and said, "I shouldn't have made my father into the abomination you called all the darkness," he said. "I know you lost your mom during the Bulgarian War, but it doesn't mean you go around controlling people," I said. "How do we get rid of the darkness?" Deshawn asked. "Use the Orion light against the darkness core. I will defeat it and turn everyone back normal, including your royal family and your brother," King Quince said. "Here, put these on. They'll protect you from the amulet of the sun," Irith said, handing us the sun suits. "Thanks," Deshawn said. "Well, I better get this stuff for you and Haley," I said. The King Quince smiled and nodded and said, "Go. There is no time." Meanwhile, back at the planet Aurora, Haley moaned, trying to wake up from her pain and sleep. It was unbearable to measure. Haley clenched the fist into the side of her bed. "Where's my son?" she moaned, trying to look for him. "He's here. He's a healthy baby boy. You did it, babe," Zach said, smiling, handing her newborn son to Haley. "He's beautiful." "What are we going to name him?" Haley asked. "Well, me and Carbo think you should name him," Zach said. "I'll name him Hunter, because someday he'll become a skilled wolf. Right? Become like an elder or the right leader someday," Haley said, holding her son in the arms. Eyes like, "Daddy, spirit of mother. Huh, Hunter?" Zach chuckled and brushed Hunter's hair back. Haley grunted, squeezing her eyes and giving back Hunter to Zach. Haley moaned, holding her bed sheets again. "Sir, we got a call from the sun to go into the sun. They're going to get the elixir," the Ronin soldier said. "Thank God." Haley sighed in relief. Anyway, back to me and Deshawn and Leto. There's the sun. The bright blue. And it's hot like 102. But anyway, prepare to land. We get these suits on. I put the ship on autopilot, we went to all the rooms and get our suits on. Alright, guys, remember the biggest stone that we can find. Bring back to the ship, I said. Both nodded in agreement. 10 seconds in landing, said the computer. Ship slowly descended on the surface. We opened the hatch. Me, Gerald, and Leto went to the largest stone we could find. We looked here and there, but we're about to give up. Then Dishon spotted a large stone on the east side of the sun. There! I'll go get it, Dishon yelled. Ran to the stone. I picked up some of it. Picked it up. It was still warm, but being on the sun. All right, let's get back to the ship, I said. Dishon looked over at the ship, and then Leto said, "Let's hurry. We don't have to upset the king anywhere, but otherwise will be another war coming on this time. Be on Earth. It'll be on Earth." Me and Dishon nodded and grabbed stone, but we got to the ship, a swarm of Golo blood flies coming from the Bulgarian galaxy. "Everyone onto the ship now! Dishon, you blast him," I yelled. He shot a blast of laser that was coming from his AK-47 2023 edition. It hit about 2/3 of the swarm, and it began to evaporate from space. Dishon looked at the gun and said, "This is awesome." "Dishon, hurry!" I yelled. We all arrived at the ship. Dishon was throwing blasts at the swarm bloodflies until there was no more of them. Then, me, Leto, and Dishon finally left at the sun and headed back to the Bertopian planet. Bertopian, this is a Royal Lorian run, requesting to land again. We have the cure the former king needs, Leto said, in the control tower. Cringe glanced, "You may land," the commanding officer of the control tower said. "Well, that was easy," I said. We safely landed again. Then me, Dishon, and Leto brought the stone to the new king. "This is good. We have elixir for your father." "You will be able to make the elixir?" I asked. "My men will know what to do. Don't worry, we'll make them," he said, smiling. He passed the weight to for the other two men to come out in the lab. They gave me a vial of purple elixir. "I want to see what happens when it's cured." The both men nodded and went to the medical bay area. We saw King Quint's second elixir. The King Quince was becoming healthy. Slowly his veins went from black to normal again. His breathing became clear. "Thank you, Karbu. You are in my debt," said the former king. "You're welcome. If you need anything, come to Earth. Or maybe someday, Aurora, that you'll see was your grandfather and your friends. My grandfather were friends with your college fathers, remember? Your grandfather? We're all best friends before everything else happened." "Why did you start hating the whole galaxy? I know you lost your mother when you killed your brothers for jealousy, but I don't know why you wanted to be king. I mean, I know your father said he didn't want you to do this, but anyway, we need a treaty for us to stop," I said to the king. King Quince nodded. "I'll give you 5 years. You will have your treaty, but, Leto, cure your people from the darkness. We'll have to stop this war on our own. Go. I have the city to command." Then me, Dishon, and Leto went back to the ship and went back to my home planet. I finally felt something strange happening to Haley, like being hurt. We made it back to Aurora. We headed to the medical bay. I saw Haley getting really sick. She looked at my way and smiled. "All right, Haley, we have the cure for that disease of yours," I said, pulled out the vial and gave it to Haley. She drank it, the ooze out of the bottle. "Oh, tastes nasty," Haley said, sticking her tongue out. "Yeah, it doesn't taste right, but you'll be cured in seconds," I said. Her veins in her head went back to normal, and so did her veins in her body. Oh, thank God that feels better," Haley said in relief. "We better get back to Earth. We don't want anything. We want to see what everyone else is doing," I said. "Yeah, let's," Haley said. "I'll be in the defense system tech," Haley said as she stood up. "All right, let's get the ship and go home," Haley ordered. Everyone nodded and went to the ship. "Defense tech online," Haley said. "Weapon systems ready," Dishon said. "Fuel systems ready to go," Zach said. "Ready to take off. 3, 2, 1, launch! I pressed the button and fired up, and we lifted off the ground. I zoomed back into space and the speed. And the mech way, and I pushed the button lever. Stopped light speed from stopping at Mars, slowing down from there. How's you doing back there, Haley? Feeling better? Thank God I got the cure for you, I said in the chat headset. Yeah, I'm kind of glad myself I do feel better. Feel cleared and re-energized, Haley said. At least you can't forget the whole bloodfly things. Again, that was awesome. I never knew my new gun could get handy with those swarm of bloodflies, I said. Deshaun said, happy, and the mic said. Yeah, I just hope we can get home in time. Forgot to plan Amy and James' birthday, I said. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's his birthday tomorrow, isn't it? Haley asked. Well, we better get back to land. Earth's stratosphere, okay? I said. And at long last we made it to Earth, and Haley cured. It was time for my family, hopefully, my father will be hopefully on Earth and not anywhere else. Chapter 3. Celebration of Quinn's and Carver's capture and Jessica's in love. The little ones were playing together. Me and DJ were having some time off to ourselves, and so did Haley, but something was going on with Gerald and Jessica. Will they love each other? Haley and I saw the signs of them being together. They were off fighting crime somewhere. Me, Haley, DJ, and Zach were all sunbathing. Then I looked over at Haley and said, when do you think they'll time to ask Jessica if she's in a relationship with Gerald? Haley looked at me and smirked in her face. Well, how about tomorrow? After all, it's your birthday tomorrow. It's a children's birthday tomorrow, after all, Haley said. Then Amy said her first word. Mama, she said. Oh my God. Haley said, looking over at Amy and James. Did she just talk? Haley said excitedly. Then I smiled. We looked over at James and Amy and said, who's this person? I said, point to Haley. Auntie Haley. Amy said softly, oh my God. Then Haley rolled her eyes back and she fainted. And who's this? I said, pointing to DJ. Dada. Amy said. DJ looked over at her and smiled in his face, pointing to Zach himself and said, who am I? Uncle Zachy, she said. That's right, we're family. And who's this I'm holding? He said, Zach said, holding his firstborn son. Cousin Hunter? Amy said. I smiled and picked her up. You're growing up so fast, my darling. I hugged her. Then Haley woke up and said, well, I guess it's getting time for James and Amy for that nap. Haley said. I nodded. All right, you two, time to take a nap, I said, picking up the twins, and went inside, but put them both in their cribs. Then I went back outside, and I was surprised. It was Gerald and Jessica holding hands. I tapped Haley on the shoulder, and she took my attention. What? She asked. Look, I said, pointing at Gerald and Jessica, on the way here, looking over and holding hands too. Oh my God, they're true. We really are in love, Haley whispered. Then we saw Gerald and Jessica walking towards us. Hey guys, Jessica said. Hey, I said. What's up? I mean, what's new? Haley said, shuddering, trying to talk to Jessica and Gerald. Well, me and Gerald are official, Jessica said, happily. Haley and I screamed with excitement. Way to go, man! DJ said. When did this happen? I asked. 2 weeks. Anyway, how are your kids? Gerald asked. Well, James and Amy are taking a nap, but we gotta hang out at the lab somewhere. Draki said has new equipment for the crime. Haley said. I have to call Time Hopper. I'll get him to babysit the kids, I said. You guys go ahead, I'll catch up, I said. Then I went inside, I got my phone. Then I heard a clicking of a gun. I slowly turned around. It was a Quentin Squad super soldier pointing the gun at me. If you want your kids to be killed, or either your children, you come with me and no one gets hurt, he said. Just fine, just leave my kids alone. You lay a hand on them, you're dead, I said, my eyes turned yellow. Right before I could get him, he hit me with the gun in the head. Ugh, I grunted. Too easy, said the soldier. He grabbed me and made a run for it. Next thing I know, I wake up, tied up to a chair, hooked with an EKG monitor and spark plugs hooked up to me. Where am I? What's you going to do to me? I asked angrily. Suddenly I felt a straight charge of electricity pace through my body. I grunted. I took deep breaths. Well, you will answer our questions. And if you don't, no one will hear you scream. A man in the black suit said, What do you want from me? Quentin's already in jail for the first-degree murder and attempted murder of me, I said. We're going to force you to bail him out, said the man. Never. I'll never let him out. Or his wife. He needs to pay for what he's done, I said. I said angrily. Suit yourself. Zandre. Shocker, said the man, looking at a man with black hair and wearing a super soldier uniform. He was a little bit scrawny looking. The young man pressed the button, and high intense pain electricity went through me. Grrr! The growled in pain. You have no idea who you're dealing with. My friends will save me. You'll see. Meanwhile, at the lab, what's taking Carberry so long? Deshawn asked. Yeah, it's not a question. Where is she? Haley said. Well, the good thing you guys have something inside you that you can track, Draki said. How can you track us? What? Jessica said. Without us knowing it, she continued. Right before you were once called the Wolf Squad or even called heroes. We put tracking chips in you, and escape and no haywire. We put those chips in so when you were cold after the explosion of 2025, Draki said. Then where is she? Haley asked. She's in... Oh, God. Draki gulped. What? DJ asked nervously. She's in the abandoned prison, but I keep getting interferences from the chip. Draki said. Haley, you lead the team. We need to get to her. Get her back, Deshawn said, looking at Haley. Everyone looked at her over at Haley. She was sweating and breathing heavily. Her eyes were golden yellow. She moaned. She knelt down to her knee, and she held herself tight. Haley? Draki yelled, running towards her. I can feel her pain, like she's being shocked to death. Haley said, panting. Let's go get her, right before anything bad happens. Zach ordered the team, and they nodded. Back of the prison. Gah! I grunted as my eyes went from yellow to hazel, and muzzle formed out a little bit. It reversed it back to a human. I took deep breaths. So, Carbro, will you cooperate with our demands, or will we be shocked to death? Said the man in the suit. Fine, I said, panting angrily. Then I sensed my friends were coming near. I smiled and started laughing. What's so funny, huh? The man asked. Oh, nothing. Just wondering if you guys are going to get through the head I tricked you. I said, smiling. Why, you! You! The sad man gagged, gritting his teeth. There was an explosion. Then we all heard, out of nowhere, Haley broke up and down the door. Her eyes were yellow, and she said, Leave her alone! She snarled at him, showing her teeth at him, very sharp. Impossible! Zandre, get them! The man yelled. The young man pulled out a pistol, but then my crew said, Stay back, he ordered. It was 8 p.m. at the time. The two men didn't know there was a full moon coming. I felt my heart pounding. My head ached, changing from hazel to golden yellow. Ah, Haley, hurry, I'm transforming! I screamed. The spine twisted and turned into canine spine. Haley knocked out the man in the suit, and so did the young soldier. She unhooked me from the torturing stuff and put me in a cage cell. She put herself in the will. Why tonight? Haley said in pain. Me and Haley started burning up. I took off my shirt and put my cell. I pounded the ground, trying to forget the pain, and my body structure was changing. I screamed in agony. My muscles began to get big. My legs ripped my jeans off. Tail formed on my tailbone. My muzzle formed out of fur. Formed out of my face, and silverish gray fur bristles were on my face and body. My fingernails formed into claws. My chest went outward. My ears went to a point, and teeth went sharp as usual. And then my transformation was complete. So was Haley's. I took a deep breath out of my nose. I heaved, and then heaved a breath and howled. The glass of the abandoned prison windows broke in a million pieces. Everyone who had held their ears shut. What do we do about them? Jessica asked. I don't know. We have to wait until morning, Cheyanne said. Everyone went to sleep in the prison cell, waiting until morning. I grunted, turning back to my human body. It was returning to its normal human structure. I was laying down on the ground half naked. In my human form. I moaned. Carbu! DJ yelled. Then he ran to me. You okay? He asked. Yeah, I'm fine, hon, I said. I looked everywhere. Where's Haley? I asked. Zach pointed to the next cell. Haley? I shouted. Yeah? She said. You're up? I said. Yeah, why wouldn't I be? I walked out of the cell, looked over my chest. My chest was bare. My shirt and bra were on the ground. I looked at myself, and I saw my chest was bare. Ah! I said, trying to cover myself up. Why, when you guys fall asleep in the morning, I got you guys some new clothing from the house, Zach said. Then he handed me my clothing, then Haley's clothing as well. You guys better get dressed, I said. Yeah, I don't want to look like this, Haley said, then chuckled. And me and Haley got dressed. All of a sudden, we both realized it was my kid's birthday today. Oh, crap! We both yelled at the same time. We all ran to the car Haley brought from the prison ride home. We got home just in time for us to prepare the party for the kids. Showed up for twins, fell asleep, and so was Hunter. Haley was making a cake for the kids, and while me, DJ, and Zach were wrapping presents. Almost done, I said, tying up a last box with a ribbon. Haley, how's the cake going? I had shouted toward the kitchen. It's almost going good. Haley said, making the chocolate ice cream. Almost there. There. Haley said, putting a last drop of the onto the cake. Cake's done. Haley said, the guests will be coming any minute. Zach said, looking out the window. 2 guests arrived. It was Zach and Gerald. It was Gerald and Jessica. The rest of my squad came. All right, everyone. Time for party time, I shouted. Then DJ and I lit the candles, and we sang happy birthday to James and Amy. Then I helped the little one blow out the candles. Happy birthday, James and Amy. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful children like you, I said, smiling and hugging them. Then I put them on the floor with ice cream and chocolate cake. All right, everyone, time for the presents, I said. Here, Carbu, I made something for you guys. Haley said, handing us a gift that was too big for the kids. Well, I love it. What's this? I opened up the gift. There was 2 bears. One of them was black and one was gray. The same color as their wolves, I said. Haley nodded in agreement. Hey, what did Jiraki give us anyway? I asked. Well, the equipment was a gun, but I don't think it would near the kids. But anyway, we need protection anyway, Haley asked. But if we had a gun safe, I could keep it locked away from them to get these, use them. We need to get me and Zach to got these. Then Haley pointed at a big box with a keypad and security code on it, and safe inside. Oh my God, I said. Thank you. I continued. Then it started to get late. Everyone left and went part of their homes. Well, gifts are unwrapped. Cake's almost gone. That was a fun night. Right? I said happily. Everyone and me sighed in relief the party was over. Hopefully I'll get rest tonight. The comfort of my own home. Ugh. Haley stretched her arms. Yeah, I could go for a rest in my bed too, as well. Then I felt pain and stinging on my arm was on fire. Ah! Carbu, what's wrong? She asked. She looked down and my arm was red markings. That was like Lorian language. What the? I said, don't worry. For me, it was scary. I just figured out a sign of my father. Gave us a message that was somewhere on Earth, hoping we could find it. Who knows? I returned my little brother normal. And go home and feel a little worried about what will happen to my friends and I met on my journey. Will I ever see them again? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode today. Yeah. So yeah, that was the the first 3 chapters of the blood fusion for the finding of the father. So hopefully I will love you guys, and I hopefully I'll see you guys all next time. And be careful out there with the coronavirus. I really wish you guys are okay. Please don't get sick on me, okay? Love you guys. Peace out. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you'd like more, leave down in the description in the comments what you think about it. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it a ton. And I hope you'll be able to see us all in another brand new episode of both either book or a vlog. So, yeah. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.